Hi, I'm Raisa Wickrematunge. I'm 29 years old and I went to Stafford International School. I suppose I would say that I enjoy telling stories, and what I really believe in doing is having difficult conversations. Right now I work at Groundviews, which is a civic media organization, and we try to have difficult conversations about things that aren't always covered in the mainstream media. Things like the ongoing constitutional reform process, looking into the past and what happened during the war, the ongoing drought in the East, uh, topics like that which might not always be covered by the news. I've always loved telling stories, which I suppose stems from my love of reading as a child. And before I worked at Groundviews, I was at the Sunday Leader, which is a national newspaper. I was sort of thrown into the deep end on my first day. I was entirely clueless about the conflict, living in Colombo as I was, and coming from a certain background as I was. So the conflict happened peripheral to my vision, and I suppose a little bit of that was self-induced. I didn't really want to confront the realities of what was happening around me until my work really forced me to confront it. So I walked in on my first day, and my news editor looked me up and down very unimpressed and said, "Write your first story can be on the Capitol Lava bomb blast." So on that day, a bomb had actually exploded in a bus in Capitol Lava and had killed thousands of people. I was completely unaware of this, and she looked at my stunned face and asked, "Do you even know where Capitol Lava is?" And I said, "No, I have no idea." So she called over a senior journalist who was later to become a friend and a mentor, and she said, "Take a map, show her where Capitol Lava is, and give her the police spokesman's number." And that was really how I started in journalism. So I sort of just dove right in. I made many mistakes, silly mistakes sometimes, like the time I dutifully called up a person, took down his coat, and got his first name but not his last. So then I had to call him back, mutter an approximation of his name, and then ask him how he spelled his last name. And I was really sort of relieved that his last name wasn't Pereira, because that would have made me look quite silly. So as the years went by though, I suppose my first real test was actually when I had to do a book review about socialist women in Sri Lanka. And it was a hefty book, like 1,500 pages, and I was supposed to turn it in a week. So I dutifully read it, and I was trying to impress my editor, I suppose. So I put in lots of quotes and wanted to show that I'd read the book. But that review didn't really get published. And that was really my first and most important lesson, which is that part of storytelling and being in the media is not just about quoting things verbatim, but about placing things in context. It's about being critical and concise and really analyzing what you're doing and reading. And ultimately, it's about speaking your truth as well. And that's really what I believe in. So, thank you.